fucking well in. Go girl. I got in trouble for being ginger recently, right? Alright. But first of all, by the way, just let me know, what's your favourite, right? Is it racism or religious hatred? Come on, one or the other, you have to choose. Come on now. None of this sitting on the fucking fence, carry on. Shout one out, shout one out. Racism. Fucking hell, everybody with racism, alright? So that was one of those rhetorical questions that you don't actually answer, but we have learned an awful lot of stuff. But what was funny there was nobody said anything that the black guy shouted racism. Every fucker's chiming in with racism all of a sudden afterwards, going, it's fine, we can say it now, the black man said it. It's fine, it's definitely funny now, it's okay. I always thought that mine was religious bigotry, right? Just because I'm from Belfast, we are fucking brilliant at it, right? We are fucking amazing. But then, something class happened to me recently. I was over visiting at home, and I had a mate from England over with me, and we were walking through a dodgy area late at night, and we got stopped by a group of lads. All they wanted to do was work out whether or not we were Catholics so that they could give us a kick-in. That's it, just innocent stuff, right? And the way you do this is you ask somebody, what's your name, where are you from? That's normally enough information. So they're going around asking the group. They get to the English guy, and he tells them his name's Good and Deep, and he's from Bradford. And this blew their fucking minds. They had no idea whether he was one of them, whether he was against them or what. And with entire credit to these boys, because they didn't want to do something that they later regretted, they beat the fuck out of him to be on the safe sides. Good bunch of lads that way. But the best thing about this is, right, we're walking away from this afterwards, we're apologising to him, just go, fucking hell mate, the first night here, the state of this country, very sorry. He was elated, right? He's going, boys, I'm from Bradford. This is not the first kicking I've taken down an alleyway, but it is the first time that my skin colour wasn't the catalyst for it. I come out tonight with a group of white people. I get accosted by a group of white people. Nobody even noticed the brown guy in the middle. And what's particularly amazing about this is, those people were so blinded by their own sectarian hatred that they inadvertently became racially tolerant by accident. It's fucking poetic, isn't it? That's why that's my favourite. That's why racism is now my favourite. So anybody else that shouted out racism, now you need to justify yours. No? That's alright. I got accused of being racist to ginger people. I'm serious, right? I was in Edinburgh, and somebody thought that it would be a good idea to organise a ginger pride march through the streets of Edinburgh. You might have even seen it. I got a phone call one day going, do you want to be involved in this? And I went, no, that sounds fucking horrific, I'm not doing that. And they went, we'll pay you. No, I don't want your fucking money, I've got morals, I'm not doing this shit. They said, we'll feature your show on the BBC. I said, do you want me to wear anything in particular? Or how should this go? And then all it was, I just got into an argument with a journalist who's going, so gingerism, that's the new racism, isn't it? And I went, I'm fairly certain racism's worse. How can it be? Getting abused for the colour of your hair, getting abused for the colour of your skin, what's the difference? I said, there's never been a ginger slave trade for a kick-off. That's one reason I'll give you, just for starts. You know, you can put the two side by side whenever we start celebrating Ginger History Month. That's the angle. That's what we're looking at here. And then like after that he was going, like any ism in society, it's getting better, isn't it? But we're taking this whole gingerism too far. You're a very attractive ginger lady. Have you been bullied growing up for being ginger? Of course. Like it was just a matter of course. Yes, I have. Frequently, non-stop. Have you? Really? Yeah? It's like, it is getting better, like any ism in society. Like, here's a perfect example of this. I was walking down the road recently, and I knew that something was happening here, right? A car comes towards me, two young lads in it. One of them winds down the window, and as they go past, he just shouts out, "You're a fucking ginger!" I'm in my mid-30s, right? I stood there that day, just reflecting on a lifetime of this sort of behaviour. And I was happy. Do you know why I was happy? That sentence wasn't finished. You just know he wanted to put the word cunt at the end of it. He wanted to go, "You're a fucking ginger cunt!" And even though he wanted to, he didn't. And that shows a progressive society. I have a dream.